tutorial. Today I'll be continuing on doing the not daily quest, sorry, side quests. Trying to get to level 40, which is quite soon actually. I think 2000 more experience.
Calm down, calm down. We're all here to work for a living. Why not sit down and talk it out?
Save it! We treated you as our leader, but look how you treated us.
Such a rat!
You sold the intel about the vein to Antonia, but we discovered it first. Now we lost the mine, and we have to work for those guys.
Traitor!
Well, nothing to say for yourself, huh? So you admit that you sold the intel to the mining team?
Go away, you brutes! Don't bully my daddy!
Oh, little hook? Oh, no, you have it wrong. It's your daddy who bullied us first. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Daddy?
Yes, I told Antonia about the vein, but I was the first one to discover it. I have the right to do anything with it.
It's only because you have that detector. Let's see who's boss when we take it from you.
Back off. I was thinking about the bigger picture when I did that. Unlike you all who just look for trouble every day.
Well, I think someone needs to teach you a lesson. Guys, get him!
You'll never lay a finger on Daddy without passing through Hook. It's you! Come and help Hook!
Another punching bag? Fine by me. I'll kick all your butts.
I'll end your misery. Daddy, are you hurt?
Just a few scratches. How about you, Hook?
Don't worry about me. I have Diggertron. No one can hurt me.
Good. That's good. And you, young lady, are you hurt? Thank you for your help. I remember. You are the outsiders Natasha mentioned before, right? I heard that you helped resolve some conflicts around the mines when you arrived. And again today, when you saved my life. What a noble young spirit you have. Thank you very much.
Daddy, let's go to the old witch's clinic. You're seriously hurt.
But the vein detector that rapscallion was after, somebody already stole it from me. I need to keep searching, otherwise I might never see it again. It's just a tool. I guess I should let it go. Let's head to the clinic.
event. Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
take them.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Don't mess with next. A sharp scythe needs targets.
Burn away.
Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
What a headache. I'll end your misery. I'll free you. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
One step closer to the stars.
Let's be friends. Fight is fun! You won't get away. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? You won't get away.
Now.
You won't get away. I'll end your misery.
One step closer to the stars. Oh. Uh-huh.
Wanna spar? Wanna spar?
Nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Friends. A sharp scythe needs targets. I'll end your misery.
Leave it to me.
I'll end your misery. Welcome.
Let's begin.
I'll free you from disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. A sharp scythe needs targets. Friends, don't mess with it. I'll end your misery.
Stand down.
What a... I'll end your misery. Welcome. I'll free you from... Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Keep the moment. I'll end your misery.
Leave it to me.
Naughty shot. Don't mess with next. A delicate operation. Found. Seize the moment.
You know nothing of survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Friends, 1,000 wonders to raid and fight is fun! What a headache. I'll end your misery.
Let's begin.
Rania said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans... Here we are! Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Pela and Hook are here too! Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
You know what I mean.
parents tell you to knock before... It's you three! Come on in! I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big sister? Mr. Val's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old.
Hey, that's not your line. We're here to take a photo, remember?
Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses? Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Mr. Val. Big sister, March, Dan Hung, thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
You know what I mean.
Wanna spar?
I received Branya's message before the inauguration ceremony. She told me everything that happened north of Belobog, about Stellaron and Cocolia's sacrifice. But... honestly, I feel that girl is hiding something from me. I knew Cocolia well, and she was never one to suddenly change her mind. Don't worry, I won't dig too deep. I know Branya must have thought long and hard before deciding what to make public. I just feel a bit empty now that we've lost the Stellaron. I spent a long time pursuing it, after all. As for Cocolia, The best side of her will live on in people's memory. It's not all bad. I received, but honestly, I
Come around and have a look.
If you walk with your head down and your heart full of fear, your steps will grow heavier and your spirit will suffer. But if you find something to look up to and move forward with hope, then your steps will grow lighter. And if you should fall, you'll be on your feet before you know it. Thank you for teaching me this, Trailblazers.
The inauguration ceremony went very smoothly. I didn't expect so many Underworlders to come and listen to the address. Everyone seemed supportive, too. Seems like Branya made a pretty good impression on them. Yeah, possibly. They always think ahead. If those two approve of Branya, everyone following Wildfire won't question her either. Of course I was! I was just hidden in the crowd. I'm glad you didn't notice me. Means I'm doing something right. I want to protect Branya in my own way. She wanted me to stand next to her, but I'm glad I stuck to my guns. Besides, I'm not sure I could handle that many people staring at me. No doubt. I figured that out back in the Underworld. Leave? So soon? I thought you'd stay for a few more days, at least until everything had calmed down. Oh, I get it. People are waiting for you to go back so you can keep traveling, right? Shame. I thought we'd have more time to discuss all the crazy things you guys like to talk about. Looks like that'll have to wait till next time. And before you say anything, there will be a next time. I know we'll meet again.
been more since the passage.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, eh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No! I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kuski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that, but if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Danhung.
Morning! How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself. You poor thing. I'll go check the lunar calendar. Today might be unlucky.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go.
Come around and have a look.
Here we are at last. It's sad to say goodbye.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the Express.
Hey, I'm not that heartless, you know. Here we are at last. Hey!
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Ugh, forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Branya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Welcome home, you three.
Himeko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you. I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Get some rest on the Express. Eurilo 6 was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himeko and I agree.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is, soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the Nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open up.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions, I suppose. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here. Where's our next stop? I can't wait! Shh! Checking
The Express crew tread upon the Trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help. Klapoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus. Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Eurilo 6. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express crew tread upon the trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help. Klapoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Eon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the Fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus. Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Eurilo 6. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, No matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you. Is a Stellaron, there's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge Cocolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in? Sure, ask away. We've got plenty of time. Well, may be better equipped to answer that. But if you want my 2 cents, I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible, but it would take a long time. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people after the journey with you. The firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their lifetime they manage to make Eurilo 6 prosper again to a certain degree, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. We can only give them our best wishes from afar. It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herda, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing. When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Weltenai to contain its power. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but it's only a matter of time before it regains power. But this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and rebuild. You're most welcome. Have some rest. You've earned it.
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel? Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himiko is, we've pretty much run out of topics. I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Eurilo 6 is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lingering effects of the Stellaron will end anytime soon. But the balance of power is tilting ever so slightly towards humanity, the crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron. Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom and courage. This goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make. I hope Eurilo 6 sees that too. I too wish to go with you, but Himiko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. Himiko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right. I really need to stop worrying so much. Likewise. Get some sleep. We'll be heading off again soon.
Come with me, take the journey.
Pom-Pom, we're back! Shh! Checking star rail stability. Pom-Pom needs to focus.
Come with me.
Good to see you too. Spatial readout. Back to the normal bracket. Star rail stability keeps rising. 56%, 57%. The numbers have stabilized. Dispatch the Express. Oh, welcome back to the Express. You've accomplished your Trailblaze mission. The Express appreciates your help. Thanks to you, the Space Fisher is healing up, and the Star Rail has become stable enough for us to dispatch the Express. As for the coaches, Pom-Pom's checked every nook and cranny and made sure everything's in good order.
Till we make it.
Don't worry about it. Urillo 6 probably doesn't have anything worth buying anyway. Plus, it's your first time on a Trailblaze mission, so Pom-Pom will let it slide this time. But don't forget, next time.
We will see. Come with me.
The destination will be announced at the navigation meeting. For now, get some rest and stay tuned. Oh, Pom-Pom almost forgot. There you go. Careful not to spill it. Thank you, conductor. Right away. To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the Express will dispatch shortly and head to a more stable area. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the Express has reached cruising speed.
Celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me, take the journey. The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting.
Hello? Hello? It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the 3 Trailblazers, the activity of the Fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the Star Rail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the Express shortly, and we'll be leaving Urillo 6. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
We will see.
Yanqing,
Yes, General.
watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We trailblazers can go days without sleep, but when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor. The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently, and we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see. Come with me,
You're looking well. You better believe it. You guys I gotta say, there were...
Did you receive the destination overview? Excited? So you don't, after all that cold and exhausting pom-poms through a long, long time ago, if you're ready, head over. If you're ready, head over.
You're looking well. You better believe it. You guys really put on a show for Eurilo 6. I'm eager to join in myself. I gotta say, there were more than a few times where I wanted to lend a hand, but Himiko said I should let you youngsters rise to the trailblazing challenges. You're looking well. No, I know all right, but I can't tell you yet. Himiko wants to create a sense of mystery for you in March. You're looking well. But I want to go to? My home world, I suppose. Sadly, its location doesn't appear on the Express's astral chart records, at least the ones that are undamaged. In any case, I do want to see some other civilizations before I go home. It'd be a crime to waste this opportunity on the Express. You're looking well. But I want to go to? My...
If you're ready.
Come with me, take the journey.
See, it's like I said. If you wake up and Don Hung's not around, then you probably won't see him the rest of the day either. I guess. To be honest, warp navigation meetings are basically just like that team building you're always going on about. You don't have to show up, but Himiko might be upset if you don't. Think about it. Don Hung's the one managing the archives. He'll already be clued into our next destination. Himiko and Welt know already, of course. So it's just me and you in the dark. See, it's like I said. Yeah, I heard he did something incredible once, and now some powerful force has his name on a wanted list. My guess is the Xianzhou Alliance, or the Garden of Recollection. In any case, it can't be the corporation. I've seen their wanted list. I bet it is the Garden of Recollection. Didn't it seem like Don Hung was super keen on talking to Herta? Everyone knows that Herta and the Garden of Recollection don't get along. They say the enemy of your enemy is your friend. See, it's like I said. Shocking. I guess you're still new. You'll find out how strange everyone is around here sooner or later. What's with the funny look? Am I not strange enough for you? Name me an amnesiac that didn't have some crazy backstory. I already made up a few dozen for myself.
To celebrate, I'll be waiting.
Morning. You're very punctual. Oh, I can't remember the last time I got such a polite response. The trailblazing of Eurilo 6 is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet. Not telling yet. We'll make an official announcement in the meeting, but I'm keeping you in suspense for now. The meeting will start soon.
Come with me, take the journey.
passengers! The warp navigation meeting has officially begun! Firstly, Pom Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the Star Rail.
The three of us actually pulled it off, huh?
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka. I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult, don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you Astral Expressers and I are cut from the same cloth.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron Hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Law Fu?
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lawfu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent, No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the star rail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Lawfu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he perished too, right?
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
March, get Dan Heng.
Kafka? Ugh, Pom-Pom doesn't like her. She smells of danger. Still, a trailblazer should choose their goal and the road they take to get there themselves. That's the creed of the great Akivilli.
Till we make it the day to celebrate.
Kafka? Still,
How could the mighty Xianzhou Alliance be breached by a Stellaron? Something's not right. The Xianzhou Alliance is a small faction, but one that derives its power directly from an Eon. They have immense strength, much more than a train under the protection of the fallen Akivilli. Stellarons can lead to the collapse of stars scattered throughout the universe, but the Xianzhou has Land the Hunt on their side. I struggle to believe that Stellarons pose a threat in the eyes of the Eons. Either the Stellaron hunters are lying, or there's an even bigger threat lurking on the Xianzhou Lafu. This is big. I'm coming with you this time. This is big. This is big. Something's not right. The Xianzhou has Land the Hunt's blessing. I struggle to believe that Stellarons pose a threat in the eyes of the Eons. Which means either the Stellaron hunters are lying, or there's an even bigger threat. The Alliance is made up of 6 great ships, all following Land the Hunt. Its mission is to eliminate the Eon of Abundance. Land doesn't rank among the more powerful Eons. The concept of the Path of the Hunt is narrow. But in contrast with the other Eons, they pay close attention to mortals. Land grants strength to the Xianzhou Alliance without reservation. It follows that the Alliance's Marshal and 6 generals are in no way inferior to Lord Ravager's. I guess it doesn't matter if I tell you now. Our original destination was a place called Pinaconi. The records on the Express indicate that it's a prison planet used by the IPC to exile criminals. At least that's how it was in the days of Akivilli. When the Cancer of All Worlds broke out, the IPC lost control of Pinaconi, and the planet sought refuge under Cipe the Harmony. Now it's a member of the family. Pinaconi is holding an event, and the family sent an invitation to the Express. Himiko intends to accept the invitation, so we were planning to travel there as guests, not trailblazers. But, alas, for now we're changing our bearings and heading for the Xianzhou.
What do you think about all this? I like the way you think. Did you notice that Kafka didn't mention anything to do with you? A Stellaron hunter implanted you with a Stellaron. A move like that hints at a far-off purpose. Everyone says that Elio can foresee the future, and that every step of his schemes is a foreshadowing. You must be extra vigilant. Kafka won't always turn a blind eye. The Xianzhou Alliance. I've heard of them, but never had any contact with them. The Xianzhou Alliance.
We will see. Come with me, take the journey.
Welcome to the Inner Astral Peace broadcast. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
As Klapoth the Preservation's giant hammer slowly descends...
Whoa, what are you doing here? I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman. It's way too much of a coincidence. A Stellaron hunter shows up at the site of a Stellaron burst that just happens to be occurring nearby? Does anyone really believe that? Oh, I'm so mad. She just hijacks our communications and then hangs up? So rude. You used to know her, right? Was she always like this? We don't need another amnesiac on this train. Oh yeah, I just spoke to Don Hung. Here's the deal. We've all got to vote against. Trust me, she'll hold a democratic vote. One for you, one for me, one for Don Hung. 3 altogether. We never go anywhere without a consensus. I'm so annoyed.
Seems like the longer I spend in my room, the stranger things are when I emerge.
I'll be waiting till we make
March told me. If it were one of the other ships, it might have been okay. But I can't go to Lofu. I'm forbidden from setting foot on that ship. Total interception of any attempt to enter the Dominion is how they chose to put it. So if you're planning on going, I can't go with you. I remember the Xianzhou was a sight to behold. Good luck. I'm forbidden from setting foot on the Lofu.
We will see. Come with me,
Are you okay, Don Hung? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Xianzhou Lafu, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the Lafu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth. But we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Xianzhou. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1... 3 against 2. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the Xianzhou.
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
we will see. Come with me, take the journey
All right, all right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Don Hung, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now. but make sure you take good care of the two of them.
Don't worry.
Destination Xianzhou, here we come!
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! So that's a Xianzhou ship? It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The Xianzhou Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Lawful Skyport, Starskin Fin. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
Till we make it the day to celebrate.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
Come with me, take the journey on.
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Take the journey.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Lafu, welcome, guests from afar. Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Dan Heng here with me.
Till we make it.
Come on! You were the most excited last time we got off the train.
Make sure you're properly prepared before you set off.
Come with me, take the journey on.
This time you'll get the chance to witness Welt in action. I'm glad he's going with you. He doesn't talk much about his past. If you ask him, he'll just tell you about how he worked in animation, but that's only a small part of his story. Believe me when I say he has more experience than I do. This time you'll get the chance. You could say he keeps his cards close to his chest. If you ask him, he'll just tell you about how he worked in animation. But that's only a small part of his story. This time you'll get the much appreciated.
All this universe, and we just happened to bump into a Xianzhou ship that Dan Heng spent time on? Oh, that's gotta be fate. I wonder what Dan Heng's stories await us. That guy sure has a mysterious past. We gotta take this opportunity on the Luofu to dig into it. Fine, you're right. Well, in that case, we'll just have to take loads of selfies till he gets super jealous.
I wonder if she even remembers we've got a job to do down there.
All this that guy sure hasn't. Huh? Is his past really that dark? Fine,
I wonder if she even
Have a safe trip, you guys. Pom-Pom's too busy. Looking after the Express is a full-time job. Don't worry about me. I'm just happy you're enjoying the journey.
Pom-Pom still seems a little sad.
Have a safe trip, you got.
All this that guy sure has a... I knew you'd be excited. Check out the master of gossip over here.
I wonder if she even remembers.
You need to take extra care on this expedition. I've compiled some intel on the Xianzhou for you. I hope it comes in useful. You need to take extra care.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition is... precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the Xianzhou and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind. And don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, look. It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests. It's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps. Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
Are you forgetting we've got Mr. Yang with us? Oh, right. You haven't seen what he can do yet.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.